Welcome to Minimal Impact Design Standards MIDS Calculator Module 14, Disconnection BMP. To see other best management practices and modules, you can go to the links shown here on the right, this one in the Minnesota Stormwater Manual, or you can copy this link into your browser, and it will take you to the page showing the other modules. In this module, we're going to first look at some guidance and resources in the Minnesota Stormwater Manual, then we'll look at the disconnection best management practice in the calculator, and then we'll show you how to get back into the manual from the calculator. First thing I'm going to do is get out of this PowerPoint presentation and go to the Minnesota Stormwater Manual. I'm going to go to the table of contents and scroll down. This is in the manual now, in the Minnesota Stormwater Manual. I'm going to scroll down to the section called Models, Calculations, Methodologies, Pollutant Removal Credits. You'll see the first link is to Minimal Impact Design Standards. If you click on that link, it will take you to the page containing all the information about MIDS, including some information about MIDS itself, performance goals, overview of MIDS, and then you'll see this link here on the calculator, and then various other links related to the calculator, including a user's guide and information about how to download the calculator. I'll open up the calculator now. This is the icon for it. If you double-click on that, the calculator will open. Maybe. Then I'm going to expand the screen here so that we get rid of that background. Under File, I'm going to create a new file. I'm going to call this one Disconnection. I'll save that, and I should open up to the main screen in the calculator. Now, there's three values in here that you're going to have to enter. The first one of them is the zip code. This will give you your rainfall information. I'm going to type in 55155 at my current location, and you'll see then that the rainfall information will populate. So the rainfall is associated to whatever zip code you type in. For this example, I'm going to have to enter some impervious acreage also. I'm going to have 2 acres of impervious surface. And I'm going to have 2 acres of open space on beach soil. Now the third question, and the third input I have to have on this page is, are you using the calculator to determine compliance with a construction stormwater permit? For this BMP, if you answer yes to this question, you will not be able to use this best management practice. And I'll show you here, if I go to the schematic, for example. Here's the disconnection BMP right here. If I try to drag that onto my screen, I'm going to get an error message saying I can't use it. That's because this particular BMP does not achieve instantaneous volume reduction, which is a requirement in the construction stormwater permit. And so this BMP cannot be used to meet the construction stormwater permit. So I'll go back to my main screen here, my Site Information tab, and type in no. This other information here is optional. On this screen, you can change the default retention requirement or the default event mean concentrations. You'll get a little flag, but you can do that if you want to change those. So I'm going to click and drag my icon for disconnection onto the main screen. You'll see that the other BMP toolbar is here, and you'll also see an accounting toolbar here on the left telling me my acreages, my performance goal. And then as I enter information for the BMP, it'll start to track progress towards meeting my performance goal. To open this BMP, I can either right-click on it or double-click. I'm going to double-click. That will take me into the best management practice. Note that you cannot route this BMP to any other BMP. I don't have any BMPs showing up here right now, but even if I did, I would not be able to route this best management practice to other BMPs. Since this is the only BMP I'm using in this example, I'm going to route both acres of impervious and both acres of open space forest on beach soils to this practice. And then click on the BMP Parameters tab here, which takes me to the page where I can input the information about the best management practice. You can see it's a fairly simple screen. I just need to redirect a certain amount of impervious to this pervious area. I am going to route the entire 2 acres to this. So that would be about 87,000 square feet. I should note here that if I was to type in a larger number, I would get an error message because I don't have, that is greater than 2 acres of the impervious surface that I have for this particular BMP. So I have to keep my area at equal to or less than the acreage that I have for that practice. I'm going to route all of my pervious acreage also to this practice. That would be 87,000. You'll get the same message here that if I typed in something larger than the 2 acres of forest open space that I have, I would get an error message there also. I then just need to enter in my soil type, and I had B soil, and you'll see then that my information on the volume reduction capacity shows up. I am not achieving my performance goal with this practice. Even if I was to put this on an A soil, I would still be short of meeting my performance goal. So to meet a performance goal is difficult with this BMP. You can increase the pervious acreage relative to your impervious acreage, but keep in mind that you can only, as the schematic shows here, the effective pervious area width should be less than 100 feet. So I'll change this back to B, which is the soil that I had it on. I'll go to my BMP summary, and this will summarize my information for this particular practice. You can see that I'm not achieving my performance goal. I'm getting about 77% reduction on an annual basis volume, and it shows you my reductions here in phosphorus and TSS. If I click OK, I can exit from the BMP. I can go to the Results tab here on the main screen, and this would provide results for the entire site. We only have one BMP, so that's what we see, but if we had other best management practices, they would be showing up on this page too. And you can see information on phosphorus, TSS, the schematic, the volume information, and so forth. Go back to my schematic, open it up again. This time I'll right-click on it and edit the BMP properties, get the same screen. You'll notice here that there's a link to the Minnesota Stormwater Manual. You can also get to the manual by clicking on the help page, which I will do here. And it takes you to a page called Requirements, Recommendations, and Information for Using Stormwater Disconnection BMPs in the MIDS calculator. So in the manual, in the calculator, when you're in the calculator and you click the help button, it takes you to the page that provides guidance for the specific best management practice that you're using at the time. So in this module, we talked about the disconnection BMP in MIDS calculator. To see other MIDS calculator videos, modules, you can go to these links here shown on the right. That ends module 14, Disconnection Best Management Practice.